Are you feeling juicy?
Hi guys and hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. You threw myself off there. Welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'm going to be walking you through the crypto markets on this fine rainy evening in England. I think probably first late show I've done in probably I'd say about 4 months. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. But yeah, I hope you've all had a fantastic day. I've had a pretty busy day trading and that's why I've decided to leave it to later on. I was going to do it about 3 o'clock, but then I thought, you know what, I might as well just leave it a little bit later, see if we can get some of the American audience or something like that. You know, at the end of the day, we're still here. I made about 1%, no, less than 1% today. It was, this was on just Bitcoin, right? I made 0.5% on Bitcoin today, and I will go through that trade very shortly. Let me get through the intro, right? I'm going to be walking you through the crypto markets today. First things first, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. That is the hourly. Looking for a lovely short position. Once we're done with Bitcoin here, guys, we're going to be jumping through to Bitcoin here on the on the midterm. I don't know what's happening. Bitcoin here on the midterm. Once we're done with the midterm, guys, we're going to be going straight through to the long term, of course. Touching on the daily, the weekly, fear and greed index, probably a Bitcoin dominance as well, and also premium scalp package. We're actually going to go through a couple of those trades as well. Not through the trades, but we're going to actually try and get some live scalps done on the stream. I think that'd be quite cool to do. I'm using that sideways money indicator, and also we're going to be looking at some of my favorite charts as well on crypto quant, so that'd be cool stuff as well. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. We're going to do some shout outs straight away. We've got Phoenix, we've got McCanna Spaghetti, we've got Nathan, Jonah, Simon, Last Index coming through, Darth Vader, Lethal Mind, Jerry coming through as well. Nice to see you all back on the stream. A lot of members coming through today, guys. Do appreciate that coming through. Just getting loads of random emails on my phone. But yeah, nice to see you all back on the stream. Do appreciate you all stopping by. Even for the first late show in 4 months, right? So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into it, guys. If you could smash that thumbs up button, it does help me out tremendously in terms of the YouTube algorithms. And yes, your likes really don't go unappreciated. They really don't. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. I'll say that again. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. As you can see, guys, we've been talking about this upwards parallel channel for probably the whole of the week so far. The level of support that we've had on this has been quite strong. Recently, I did say when we were trading, I think this was the last time we were streaming around this sort of area, guys, and I said, look, if we are going to be coming down here, there's going to be a short position to basically be profiting from. It's going to be big. It's going to be juicy. We were looking for around a 4.88% there. Granted, not quite got that yet. And to be honest with you, I'm looking for another entry, right? Because I did actually short this today as we cleared this low here. As we started this breakout scenario to the downside here, and I actually hit my first take profit. I hit my first take profit, and you know what I do when I hit my first take profit, guys? I move my stop loss straight to my entry point, right? And that basically means I'm basically, what am I doing? I'm basically stopping myself from having any losses, right? Because once you hit your first take profit, you minimize the risk of basically having a loss because you get stopped out at entry, right? Which is, of course, profitable. So that happened to me today. Granted, yes, I did get stopped out at entry, bit annoying. And then we started to come down even further. Yes, position is still valid. Breakdown scenario is still valid. Price targets for this are still 47,884. You can see the support levels that we've got along here, guys. Very, very crucial stuff. Really strong support across multiple zones, right? And these are literally just going to be take profit points. And if you guys are still in this short position, these are take profit points for you guys to be looking out for as well. Now, I am thinking about going short again, but to be honest with you, I am waiting for the clearance of this zone. As you can see, guys, we have seen these two candle body close. Let me zoom in a little bit, right? These two, we've seen a candle body close here, and also back here, we've got another candle body close. If we jump down to I think it's the 30-minute or the 15-minute, you can see we are seeing quite a lot of heavy support here, actually. So I'm not going to be blindly shorting this zone as of yet. I would be waiting till we clear this actual zone, which we're literally doing live on stream right now. So I won't be able to execute the position, but hey, it is what it is. I made plenty of money doing something else today, but yeah, it's all good. So yeah, as you can see, this is going to be the short position that I would be looking for if I wasn't streaming. So yeah, and I would basically be riding that wave all the way down. And you know, the score, first take profit is going to be at this 47,884. And then basically from there, riding that wave all the way down, looking for around that 4.88%. Now, let's flash forward flash forward. Let's flash to the RSI because we obviously do have this low point coming through at this 7.4 there. That's not lined up for some reason. I don't know why that's not lined up. But yeah, low point coming through at the 7.4 there. And also, we do have potential for a bullish divergence as well, guys. If the price is going to actually cascade off a cliff here on the short-term time frame here for Bitcoin, we're basically, what we're going to do, we're going to be planning for any sort of bounce, right? And this is going to be a definite bounce point for Bitcoin here because there is going to be a bullish divergence coming through if we are going to actually see us come down here, guys. If we are going to see us break down, we're going to be really keeping our close eye on the RSI because there's not that much room for momentum to the downside, right? There's not really that much momentum to the downside before we see this bullish divergence actually come into fruition there. So it's definitely something to be looking out for if you are going to be shorting this zone. Now, I would say just overall, we are setting lower highs continuously on the RSI. I mean, it's not, in terms of like a healthy RSI, it's not the nicest thing in the world, right? It's just like we are trending down quite strongly. Yeah, we are trending down quite strongly. In terms of bounce points for support, we obviously, as I was just saying, we do have the potential for that bullish divergence if we actually clear this zone here, which is obviously the low from that previous insane crypto crash, which we have seen recently. And yeah, couple of things to be looking out for there. Also, as I was just saying there, in terms of support points to be looking out for as well, we do obviously have this pretty strong trend line coming through here on the RSI as well, and that's obviously going to be causing a falling wedge chart pattern, guys. We could be looking at a breakout to the upside. So yeah, there's a couple of scenarios to be looking out for there on the RSI in terms of valid pieces of information to be using. But overall, just this is why we're going to be staggering our take profits all the way down for this short position, right? Just because hopefully I can finish the stream if we are still ranging in this sort of area, and then I can actually be entering this trade again. That's going to be very good indeed. But yeah, in terms of a target price, as we were saying, that low point of around 46,655, and we were talking earlier, when I say earlier in the week, about 48,500 is the place to watch across the board, guys. That was the place to watch, and we have actually lost that. So so it's going to be very interesting to see how that has reacted on the shorter term time frames, right? So let's get to that fairly shortly. Let's get rid of this TA because that's pretty much old TA now. We do obviously have that parallel chance to the upside, which we were talking about at the start of this week here. If we are going to be looking at any momentum to the upside here, guys, and we are going to be looking at any sort of switch around here, I think it's actually quite hard to... So what I'm trying to say here, right? You can see these uptrends, guys. You can see the smart money coming in. They're very strong amounts of volume coming through here, guys. That's the wrong thing. Very, very strong amounts of volume coming through here. And this is literally smart money playing, big investors actually coming into Bitcoin there. The whales are playing. And then the rest of it, all of this, the low volume here, guys, when we're seeing all this low volume after a nice big spike, this is basically the dumb money. This is the retail basically driving that price up and just following the sort of trend, right? So in order to get a massive uptrend in terms of the live price that we're at now, what I really want to see is a nice big investment here for Bitcoin, pumping us right the way up, smashing through all major moving averages here on the short-term time frame, and then basically getting over this really quite crucial horizontal, as you can see here, guys, multiple levels of resistance that we have found along this zone, right? Yes, we can find support. Hopefully we can. So yeah, there's definitely going to be a point to watch, guys, and we are going to be looking at in terms of a price for that is going to be around 49,563. That's definitely a price to be watching there if we are going to see another big spike in sort of the volume and in the price there for Bitcoin. So yeah, interesting stuff coming through there. Definite level of support that we would like to think that we can gain, right? That's going to be the sort of ideal scenario. I mean, at this point in time, we are looking for this short, but hey, if we are going to get a big investment, we need to be prepared for that as well. If that is going to happen, guys, yes, we are going to be coming back ever so slightly into this rising parallel channel, right? And if we are going to be starting and continuing this uptrend, then we can be looking at these levels for support, and that is going to be correlating very, very nicely with this horizontal as well there, guys. In terms of a price for that, as we were just saying, 49,500 is the place to watch if we get a nice investment, right? And then obviously in the future, guys, obviously it is going to be Friday tomorrow, and I don't stream on the weekends, so we're going to see actually how this does plan out, and maybe into the weekend we might get a big break to the upside, or we might just start ranging inside of this zone if we get a nice big investment over the next day or so, right? So yeah, interesting stuff coming through for the old BTC on the short term, right? Let's jump through to the midterm and let's get that out of the way, and then we can do some altcoins, guys, because I haven't actually I haven't got 3 altcoins today to showcase to you today like I usually do in the mornings. I've basically left that slot of the stream free. just to do some altcoin requests, right? Just to smash through loads of altcoin requests, because I'm sure a lot of you are really like itching for altcoin requests. So yeah, let me look at the chat ever so quickly. We've got Shecky B, sup, bruh? Nice to see you on the stream there, man. We got Natalie Kennedy as well. Let's get 10 likes for Chester. What are we on? We're on 11. Amazing stuff there. To appreciate if you could smash up that thumbs up button. Does help me compete in terms of the YouTube crypto space to educate more people, right? And you can see I'm not here shilling you affiliate links and all that crap. I'm here to literally educate you, right? And I think at this point in time I'm competing with BitBoy, so in terms of streaming live, so it's literally impossible, right? So yeah, to appreciate those likes. We got Nathan, and we got double Nathan coming through on the stream there. Love it. We got Leader Crypto, Wagwan, my G. Nice to see you on the stream there, my guy. And we've got Haj. I'm gonna try my best, my good sir. Hadra Salim, you deserve more views. To appreciate that, man. To appreciate that. And Jerry, nice to see you on the stream as well there. Would love to know what the low for VRA would be. Tell you what, Jerry, we will get to the altcoin request. Don't you sweat it. Let's get through Bitcoin, and let's then we're basically going to carry on, right? Just going to have some H2O. Then we're going to do Bitcoin here on the midterm. Why are we still on the short term? There we go. Let's get to the midterm. Nathan, yes, I see you. I'm here from Twitter. Yeah, man, I see you. Don't worry. We'll definitely get to that. Tell you what, I'm going to write down a little list, guys, because I see you guys, you come in early. You're in the stream early. You're at the first late time show, so let's get a little list coming through there. We've got VRA, and we've got Hot on the list there. And after those two, I'm probably not going to do any more... Well, obviously I'm going to do more requests, but I'm going to be picking them out of the chat, right? But yeah, so let's do Bitcoin here on the midterm, guys. Obviously, we've got this falling parallel channel from the all-time high coming through there. Very, very, very strong resistance points to be looking out for there. As you can see there, all-time high, resistance, very, very, very strong, guys. So if we are going to see any sort of buying momentum here for Bitcoin, this is the place to watch there. If we are going to see a lovely uptrend, we're going to be looking at around 53K for rejection, right? That does bring me straight on to reference the longer-term time frame here, because as you can see here, guys, this is the crucial resistance point that we did find in September from that horizontal. Hello, 53K again. Stars are aligning for a big rejection there if we are going to see any sort of upwards momentum. So please, 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 if we do see Bitcoin start banging it, don't be the biggest bull in Rome, because you're going to get probably wrecked, right? You know, I'll try and be as honest as possible as I can with you guys. There's going to be resistance of 53, and that is basically lining up perfectly on this falling parallel channel as well. Now, let's talk about where we are now in terms of the live price, because the last time we spoke about this, I think it was around this sort of time. Yeah, around this sort of time, we were coming down to this sort of level, the lower side of this parallel channel, guys, and you can actually see the support that we do have here. It's fairly strong, right? We do see nice correctionary uptrends coming through from this macro downtrend that we've got playing out. Now, this is a very crucial point to be looking at. We've reclaimed this parallel channel from, obviously, the insane crash that we did see on the 4th of December there in early morning hours here in England. We have actually seen us reclaim into this chart pattern. Yes, downtrend, not the worst scenario in the world, because we know we've actually got support here. And this is what I want to be referencing. If you are going to be going short here, guys, there is bounce points to be looking out for. As you can see, we have the volume weighted ATR band, guys, and this is a very, very crucial tool. And as you can see, the support level on this little green bad boy is actually really quite strong, even just for bounces, right? So we need to basically take that into consideration, and that's going to be around 47,628. And let's see if we can get some more data on that. As you can see, look at the support that this bad boy gives, right? Look at the support that this guy gives. So yeah, we definitely need to be looking at that for the future. If we do lose that, guys, you can see here, clean example of us losing this volume weighted ATR band, and it basically signifies a very, very strong downtrend, right? And you can see that we're continuously bouncing off this line in terms of level of support, in terms of level of resistance. So yeah, that's definitely something to be looking out for there in terms of the live price. Now, let's get closer. Let's get back to the live price there, and then let's look at potential breakdown scenarios for the worst case scenario here, guys. In terms of worst case, I'm talking about Bitcoin dumping off a cliff, right? If Bitcoin is going to dump off a cliff, granted, yes, it's going to be pulling everything else down with it, because that's tends to what actually happens, right? So if we are going to be looking at this, we want to be profiting from this scenario, right? We do. We're not just going to be sat in there watching our hodls disintegrate, right? We're not just going to sit there and watch our hodls disintegrate. We're going to be shorting the hell out of it and making cold hard cash, making that money, because you all know why we're here. We're here to make money. It's as simple as that. Exactly. So yeah, in terms of a percentage for this gain to the downside, this is the measure move that I would be looking for. It's going to be around a 15% gain to the downside, as you can see there, guys. Measure move drawn like so, going on the most recent downtrend inside of that falling chart pattern. It's going to be around a 15.31%. Looking pretty good, right? It's going to be looking pretty good if we lose the volume weighted ATR band. Very nice indeed. I would have looked to be shorting on the December the 4th, right? And I was talking about this scenario for so long as we were trending down in this chart pattern. But unfortunately, it was literally early morning for me. It was like 3 a.m. or something. We just started absolutely tanking it down. So yeah, it's a bit annoying we missed the break there. But hey, there's plenty more trades in the sea. That's what we say here. Plenty more trades in the sea. It's not a problem. You can see we're prepping up for another one here. In terms of levels of support I would be looking out for, guys, I'm not just going to be blindly going for that 15% because you know there's going to be multiple bounce points. There's going to be people buying up. There's going to be limit orders set all the way down here. In terms of a measure move completion, it's down to 40K. If you think it's going to be a smooth dump down to 40K, literally like all the way down, and then just chilling out, it's not going to happen, right? It's just not going to happen like that. We might have an insane panic sell-off, but when you're really volatile and stuff in terms of cases like this, we've seen Bitcoin. I think it was in September we saw Bitcoin move. It was like $10,000 in the space of like a minute or something crazy like that. We don't want to be really in those zones. We don't want to be in it. We want a nice smooth breakout, a nice smooth trend, a nice smooth trade, right? So yeah, if we are going to be looking for that, guys, this is going to be the short I'm going to be looking for. Regardless of what happens, my first take profit is going to be 46,500 because one, we're going to be having a breakout scenario of this giant falling parallel channel as just discussed. We got the volume weighted ATR band coming through here. We're going to be losing that, signifying that downtrend as we were just talking about there. So that's going to be another breakout scenario to be looking out for. And then you can see the candle body close from the retracement from obviously the dirty dark side wick, dirty dark side wick to the downside here. Yeah, I think Darth Vader got the dark side of my head there, man. You can see the wick to the downside here. This is going to be, and obviously these candle body closes, you can see that actually the support that we have actually found on this zone. So what does that tell us? That tells us if we have a breakdown scenario, right, we're potentially actually going to bounce here. And if we bounce here and we hit our stop loss, no thank you. That's not making money. We're here to make money. You know the score. So what's going to happen here, guys? We're basically going to come down here, our first take profit, and then we're going to take our stop loss. We're going to put our stop loss at our entry, wherever we get in. If we see any sort of reversal, yes, we're going to get stopped out, but it's going to be a positive stop out at the end of the day, and that's basically how we're going to limit our losses. From there, we're going to be gridding our take profits pretty much continually all the way down there. In terms of getting some prices for that, let's do some, we're basically just going to go on all the other levels of support there. So as you can see there, guys, we do have, we basically use previous price action in terms of levels of support and also resistance. You can see the resistance from this zone, very, very strong here. You can see a level of support here, very consolidatory period that we have got coming through here. So that's definitely a point to be looking out for there in terms of another take profit for that short position that we are looking for. Here, another one coming through there, guys. Just preparing. We're preparing ourselves for a live position and we're preparing for those bounce points because there's nothing worse. This is what happened to me when I was like a really like in the new trader sort of narrative. I was quite new. I'd enter a trade and I'd be like, right, there's my stop loss. There's a fly. There's my take profit. Let it run. Let's let it go. Biggest mistake, right? It's the biggest mistake. You want to be gridding your take profits the whole way down. It basically plans for any sort of reversal, right? I can't preach that enough, guys. And as you can see, guys, we've got multiple take profit zones along this trade. And it's basically going to be meaning that we're going to be staggering our take profits and making that money continuously, right? Good stuff coming through. Let me have a little look at the chat. And we've got, I see a couple of requests there. I see BitBoy is streaming. See you, Chester. Peace. Peace. Mr. Miles, good morning to you, sir. Yeah, because Mr. Miles usually watches at like 3 a.m. So yeah, it's probably quite a good time for you, Mr. Miles. Let me know what time it is where you are, my good sir. Mike says, shout out my guy. Nice to see you on the stream there, Mike. Do appreciate it. We've got Back Upper saying, yo. Mr. Miles, yee. A little faith. Huge pump this weekend, says Darth Vader. Dark Vader, sorry. Darth Vader. Really throwing me off today, man. I still have some sand in my eyes, but I'm here. To be fair, I literally just had a cup of tea as well, so I'm pretty buzzing. Speaking of coffee, who the hell amped up Chester? He's so energetic today. Yeah, man, I just had a cup of tea, right? Professor Stabby saying, haha. Nice. Right. Let's get straight through to, let's just carry on with Bitcoin, right? So as you can see, we did have a bearish divergence coming through there, and that's why we are seeing probably that insane dump to the downside that we are seeing pretty much imminently, right? It's going to be interesting to see how this does actually carry on. In terms of levels of support, we did weigh up the idea for the breakdown scenario coming through here in terms of a nice, juicy, mega, giga short position for us to be getting involved with. Oh, yeah. Hairline's still receding. As you can see, this is the short position that we were just talking about. Let's talk about a potential long, right? I'm not going to be long in this zone, guys. I'm not just going to be blindly long in this zone, unless, obviously, there's something juicy coming through here on the shorter term time frame that we can actually get involved with. But in terms of a big swing position, it's not really going to be something I'm looking for. And when I say that, that's like a 15% gain there, guys. I'm going to be looking for the next breakout of this zone, right? The next breakout of a big, strong chart pattern, because I do favor chart patterns. I prefer trading chart patterns a lot more than any other style of trading, right? Obviously, I use a lot of information in my trade, so please, please, please do not take any of my trades on the stream. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm literally just here to educate you guys. I can't stress that enough. But yeah, in terms of progression and momentum to the upside that we could be looking for a potential move here, guys, measure move coming through like so, depending on how strong the trend is going to be, depending on depending on how steep it's going to be, right? It's obviously going to depend on the price targets that we are looking for, and obviously, speculatively speaking, if we do break to the upside, this is obviously going to be the long position. It's not going to be like overnight, guys. It's going to be probably quite a long position because it is a 4-hour trade here. It's not just going to bang it. It's probably going to be over the 3-4 days or something along the lines of that, depending. Obviously, this is still speculatively speaking of where we're going to break, how strong the trend is going to be to see in terms of the price targets that we're aiming for there. So yeah, there's a couple of things to be looking out for there, but let's just do a little bit of an estimate coming through if we are going to be looking for a long position. So let's just do something like that and say we break like that in a nice healthy uptrend, probably looking something along the lines of that, right? Say if we have a nice healthy uptrend coming through, then we are going to be looking at potential measure move like so, and then we could be looking for percentages around 10%. That's a nice round number to be going off there. We know the score, staggering those take profits all the way up as we go. We've got major horizontals, major moving averages coming down. We've got the 200 EMA. That's probably going to come down and signify a lovely breakout scenario for us there as well. And then also for the newer traders as well, we're going to be using these lower highs, right? Because we've got multiple lower highs coming down now from the all-time high, and these lower highs are staggering like this. As you can see there, guys, we've got a lovely lower high coming through here, lovely lower highs, lovely lower, I mean, they're not lovely, they're pretty awful actually. We don't really want these, but yeah, they're chart patterns at the end of the day, but it's information we can use right now. Unfortunately, we haven't seen any invalidation of strong lower highs here on the midterm, which is obviously a pretty bad sign, and that's why we are seeing this strong downtrend. When I say invalidation, guys, I mean the price coming up and not breaking the previous high, right? Not breaking the previous high. If we were to break the previous high, it would be a very nice invalidation of these lower highs. The more of these that we get over, the more signification for us to carry on that momentum to the upside. It becomes more bullish, right? But unfortunately, we haven't seen that, and it's just been lower high after lower high after lower high after lower high after lower high, and we are still trending down, right? When are we really going to get worried? I would be worried if we start breaking these candle body lows. That's when I'm going to start to get worried. And then if we break this low at around 41,900 and 900, did we see 69 there? 41,900, 42k. When we break 42k to the downside, then we're going to be worried, because then we're going to be setting a lower low, guys. We don't want to be doing that. We don't want to be doing that, because that obviously is very bearish, right? That's going to be very, very bearish chart pattern, and we're not about that. We're not about that life. No, of course. Obviously, you guys know that I'm as honest as I can be with you guys. I'm not telling you we're bullish 24/7, like a few other channels, right? And I was pretty honest saying that I didn't think we were going to hit 100k by the end of the year, right? I literally said like 83 was like the max, as you can see the resistance here. But that does bring me on to the longer term time frames here for Bitcoin, just kind of some H2O, and then we're going to carry it on. We're going to carry it on. Dark Vader 800 says, let's go, baby. Get these gains. Come on, man. You know why we're here. We're here to make money. Cold, hard cash. Cold, hard cash. Now, as you can see, from the 21st of July, when Jack and Elon Musk jumped on that B-word conference, guys, we saw, obviously, crypto start to trend up pretty strongly, right? Obviously, we got September. Awful. And now, obviously, we've had November. Awful. Dreadful. But positivity is in the air. Please give me some positive stuff, because as you can see, guys, as I was just talking about lows, we've got higher lows, we've got higher lows, we've got higher lows, we've got another higher low has been set. As long as we don't come down here, and this is what I was saying about being worried, guys, if we do come down and we actually get below 42k there and then below 41, if we lose 41k, it's bad news. It's really bad news, because that's the long-term time frame there for Bitcoin here, and that's obviously going to be really quite bearish here. And then I probably would be looking for targets. Probably first target is going to be around 38, then the second target is going to be 34k, right? Awful. That's going to be really bad, and that's not going to be the way that we want to be starting 2022, right? I think like a whale, you're never going to fail. They want more people to be selling at a loss, right? They want people, because I know a lot of people were getting in around all-time highs again, buying all-time highs. A lot of people were getting in this sort of zone because it was the whole sort of narrative of history repeating itself from last year, right? A lot of people were like, oh, we're going to start this insane bull run. It's going to go to the goddamn moon, 100k by the end of the year. Shouldn't buy all-time highs. Never buy at the top. So it's going to pull back. 80% of the time, it does pull back, guys. We know that. And we have seen that multiple times across altcoins, across loads of assets, right? So yeah, in terms of what we are seeing now for Bitcoin, we do obviously have this pretty strong level of support that I have got drawn in here. We do have a consolidatory area in this zone. So whether we range in this zone for a bit like we have here is going to be quite an interesting factor, right? And that probably will take us to the end of the year if that is going to happen, right? It's still quite a very uncertain time there for Bitcoin. So please just be careful, right? Just please be careful, because manipulation it's pretty big right now. It's pretty big right now. And we will get to some charts on CryptoQuant in a second there, because I would say it's actually not just forget the Bitcoin chart for a minute, right? Because it does overall, in terms of the macro, it looks bullish, but on the short term, it does look bearish, because this is very obviously a very strong downtrend. But in terms of the other charts, let's just do it now, right? Let's just do it now. So yeah, as you can see here, guys, we do have the Bitcoin all exchange reserve, and this is how much Bitcoin is being held on the exchanges compared to the wallets. People are moving their money, people are moving their Bitcoin into private wallets to hodl. We have a chart showing that. So it basically means it's getting more bullish, guys. People are really, there's a lot more hope in the air for Bitcoin, and it's obviously just shows it's a very bullish sign if this is happening. So yeah, it's definitely something to be looking out for there. Is my head in the way again? Yeah, this is definitely something to be looking out for there for bullish momentum. We're seeing funding rates going up as well, guys. Obviously, we did see that insane low, obviously when it did crash, and you were actually getting paid to hold long positions there. But as you can see now, funding rates are coming up, returning to sort of the normal sort of price, right, that we have been seeing over the course of the year or so. Well, the last 6-7 months. But yeah, it's actually quite a positive sign that we are seeing this going up. We're seeing a bit more confidence come into the air for people holding long positions. But yeah, interesting stuff coming through there. We've also got all exchanges whale ratio, guys. And as you can see, the higher the number, the more selling pressure there is there for Bitcoin, right? So as we are seeing now, this is down. This is right the way down. This has come right down in the last day or so. So what does that tell us? There's a lot less selling pressure there for Bitcoin. So that's another piece of information to be using. So if we are going to be looking at shorting Bitcoin now, we need to be using all this information, guys. Well, I missed my short. Great. But yeah, there's going to be obviously a bounce point to be looking out for. So well done to anyone who did go short. You are making money right now. But just be prepared for a bounce. That's what I'm saying. It is looking very bullish on these charts alone, right? These charts alone. In terms of open interest, guys, we're actually, is my head in the way? No, we're still good. But we've actually come down at a considerable amount, which is actually bullish. It is actually bullish, because that does mean there is room for growth. And in terms of charting this in general, guys, obviously we do have the low coming through here. We've got the higher low coming through here, and also higher low, potentially setting a higher low as well. And this basically means how many futures contracts are open at this time. You can see we saw a humongous dump to the downside, probably because a hell of a lot of liquidations and a hell of a lot of fear in the market. I don't know about this advert, but... But yeah, fear and greed index, guys, down at 29. What did we see last week? Early this week, it was like 16 or something. It was insanely low. It was absolutely insanely low. So it's nice to see a bit of confidence coming through here. And we're thinking like, well, we're not going to fail, right? We've got these stats, guys. We've got these stats. So we know that something's going to be coming soon in terms of a nice big... I think a nice big uptrend, right? We could be expected, right? So let's jump back to the longer term time frame here for Bitcoin, because I do want to just touch on a couple of indicators. We've got volume profile visible range coming through here. You can see very strong support in this gray box zone area, right? Very, very strong support. So in terms of if we lose 46k, then be worried, because the support actually dies down, and that's when I would say that probably 42k is probably on the cards, maybe 42.8 before that. But these are all bounce points to be looking out for there as well. Now, bull market barrier obviously is looking pretty bad. We have lost that pretty famously, as you can see here, there, and everywhere. You can see a nice uptrend from the bull market barrier previously, and that's obviously telling us when we're in a very strong bull market, very strong uptrend. And as you can see, not confirmed bear market here, but still the undecided ranging sort of period here there, guys. So yeah, definitely not the nicest scenario there for Bitcoin. But as we were just saying, this higher low here, this is what we're looking for. If we invalidate that, lower prices, 30k, 34k, those prices are definitely going to be on the cards. Now let's look at the WOD machine. Let's have a little look at the WOD machine, and then we'll do a giveaway, guys, because I want to give you guys going to give you guys a chance to win a week on the WOD machine, which is obviously the indicator that I use to basically day trade, guys. So yeah, it's basically got everything built in. It's especially good for you guys who don't have the premium TradingView package. You can it basically plots in loads of different indicators in one, so it doesn't take up your space, because I know some of you don't pay the extra, because why not, right? If you can get it free, get it free. If you're happy with it, it's fine. But yeah, this has got obviously the price action channel determines whether we're in an uptrend or downtrend, and that's made up of all major moving averages as well. We've got the volume weighted ATR bands, and you know how much I preach about this, guys. Very, very good stuff. And yeah, pretty good. All major pivot points as well for taking profits along trades. And let me just should I put that on the chart quickly? It does get messy when we put these on the chart, so I don't really like to have them on while I'm streaming, and you'll see it does. You can see it gets very, very messy, and obviously my charts are fairly messy anyway, so I don't want to confuse the newer traders out there. But yeah, you've got multiple pivot points in terms of take profit points to be looking out for there as well. So yeah, we'll do a giveaway on that once I'm done with the old Bitcoin here on the weekly. Let's jump to the weekly, but just because I wanted to just talk about actually we are still looking bullish, guys. We're still looking bullish on the weekly, and that's basically going all the way back to 2017 there. So please do not, I would say do not panic, but it's absolutely fine like to even come down to this 35k, 34,000, that sort of area, because even if we do come down to that area and we bounce, it's still going to be a higher low, guys. It's still going to be a higher low. It's still bullish. So yeah, it's absolutely fine for us to be doing that. It still looks bullish overall. Obviously, we've got the low on this chart, on this Binance chart. You can see this higher low. You can see this higher low. Obviously, the March Black Swan event crash, and then obviously from there, higher lows being formed. Pretty strong, actually. Really, really quite a nice uptrend. So yeah, no need to be fretting. Remember last year, guys? Still down at like 10, 20k, right? So yeah, being at 47k now is actually really, really good, really, really progressive. So yeah, obviously we do have a lot stronger investment now. So yeah, it's obviously insanely more bullish. So yeah, just be but yeah, just be more bullish, right? Bitboy fan says 39k coming, but not this month. Interesting. As we said, there's definite support down at 34k. We know that. Is it 34? Yeah, 34.8. That sort of area, right? But yeah, that's pretty much done with Bitcoin, guys. Let's have a little look at our Bitcoin dominance here, because we tested that 40% sort of area there. Now, what are we looking for? This is obviously for the altcoiners out there, the altcoiners of the world. We're looking for around, looking for this support to get broken, right? If we break this support, and you can see we've actually held it pretty strongly, right? We don't want to see this again. If we see this again, goodbye, hodl. No, it's obviously going to hurt your hodl quite a lot if we do see this again, because this basically means people are moving their money from Bitcoin. No, from the altcoins into Bitcoin, right? From the altcoins into Bitcoin. So so yeah, that's obviously bad. So when we're seeing this trend down, it basically means people are moving their money from Bitcoin into the altcoins, right? So yeah, we basically want to see this get even lower, right? With obviously Bitcoin having a nice strong investment as well. So it basically means altcoins are genuinely going up, which is good stuff. And as you can see, huge downtrend currently, which is in a bit of a consolidation ranging sort of area there. We've tested this twice already, coming down for a third test. Oh no, we've actually tested this recently. Yeah, we've tested this recently as a level of support, and hopefully, as I was saying, if we can break that, hello money, hodls to the goddamn moon. Exactly. So yeah, that's pretty good information to be using there as well. Now let me move on to do a couple of requests. Requests? I can't speak today. Let's do a couple of requests, and then let's do some premium scalps live on stream. That'd be quite cool to do. So yeah, what are we doing first? VRA. Let's do VRA. I can't remember who that was for off the top of my head. There's not that much going on in the chat, so I can actually look. I can see. As for Jerry. VRA. EA Sports. To the game. As you can see here, guys. VRA. We are pretty much cascading down. We're falling. Obviously, we did see quite a nice recovery coming through at around very nice bounce points. Actually, we actually tested this twice. Interesting stuff, actually. Vera City. I don't really know the just saw Professor Stabby sort of thing there, right? Brilliant. As you can see there, guys, this is obviously a bounce point here for Varsity there. Vera City, I can't read on it. So as you can see, 0.03 is going to be the bounce point if we are going to have the continuation down here. Very strong momentum to the downside here, I would say. Let's jump down to the shorter term time frame to see if we can get some sort of gauge on what's happening here. We were talking about earlier. Do you remember we were talking about those higher lows? We've just invalidated one of them, guys. We've just invalidated one of these higher lows. We've obviously got the low coming through here, the higher low here. The next higher low is here. Unfortunately, we've just crossed that, guys. So this is a very bearish sort of sign here, and we're probably going to have continuation down here, probably to around this 3 cents and 2.9. That's what I would be looking for there in a continuation of this downtrend. Are we going to carry on falling really fast and rapidly? Probably not. We're probably going to have a bounce up test. Let's bang a horizontal in there now, shall we? Yeah, probably going to bang it in around there. Probably going to come up and test this 0.03, and then probably have the momentum to the downside. I'm not saying that we can't fall down off a cliff here, but in terms of a healthy downtrend, guys, this is what we are going to be looking for. In terms of shorting this zone, I mean, should we do some fresh TA and get some fresh chart patterns coming through? Let's see if we can get any sort of position coming through here, guys. I mean, straight off the bat, obviously we've got that low, we've got that higher low. We're going to be looking at a trend line coming through, and look at the correlation between these levels of support here. That's not the wrong thing I was wanting to click. Yeah, you can see the correlation between the levels of support here, guys, with said volume weighted ATR band, right? We know how strong this bad boy is, right, in terms of levels of support, right? Whether it's going to be strong on this chart, hopefully. Usually it's strong on pretty much every chart, as you can see here, guys. Very, very strong. So let's be using that as a piece of information for a lovely bounce point here for Vera City, if I'm saying that correctly. Now, what have we got? We've got an upward sloping support line. We've got a downwards sloping resistance line. Pretty strong stuff indeed. Probably would be moving that to something along the lines of this. Yeah, as you can see, getting as many touches as possible. Let's get rid of the wob machine for now. As you can see, get as many touches as possible, guys. And yeah, looking pretty progressive to the downside. So if you are going to come up and test this zone again, you're probably going to get rejected, right? Because this chart pattern, downward sloping resistance line, upward sloping support line, higher lows being reached, lower highs not being breached in terms of invalidation, but causing a symmetrical triangle, guys. Symmetrical triangle chart patterns at the bottom of a downtrend. Unfortunately, a bearish pennant chart patterns, guys. Bearish pennant chart patterns tend to usually break to the downside, right? When a bearish pennant chart pattern breaks to the downside, it does mean continuation to the downside, right? So just please be aware, if we are going to have continuation to the downside for this coin here, then it's obviously going to be pulling us right down. There's going to be a potential move to be looking out for there, guys. In terms of a short position here, in terms of a prediction for a short position, I would be looking at a couple things, right? A couple things. First things first, we need to see how strong this downtrend is. We need to see whether we're going to bounce here, whether there's going to be support. If there's no support there, and we actually see us coming through there, this is where we're going to be looking to short. And in terms of a prediction for that, obviously we don't know how steep this measure move is going to be, but we could be looking at something along the lines of this, down to prices. Obviously, this is still speculatively speaking, guys. Just please take that into consideration. Around 0.015. Obviously, I think for that to happen, we need Bitcoin to start falling off a cliff, right? And that's obviously going to be pulling this coin down with it, because that's obviously naturally what happens. But yes, that would be the prediction. In terms of a short trade for this, we could be looking at around 50% drop there, and let's bang in loads of horizontals in terms of take profit points there for potential position there to be looking out for this coin, right? to be honest, the chance of it actually falling this low is pretty low, right? But overall, Definitely a few things to be looking out for there. But yeah, a couple of take profit points. But yeah, let's bring up the WOD machine again because it's obviously a very good gauge of information there in terms of moving averages as well. We're below all major moving averages, and then we can obviously bang in a load of pivot points as well there, guys. A load of pivot points as well for potential take profits as well there. Yeah, so not too bad. There's not really that many. I could probably put a few more in, but yeah, anyway, you get the score. Overall, looking pretty bearish right now. In terms of a level of support to be looking out for, it would be, as I was just saying there, guys, it would be the lower side of this symmetrical triangle. You can bounce there, you can break there. Usually, you tend to break here because it's a continuation chart pattern to the downside. So yeah, interesting. Let me do some more requests. Let's do a giveaway, right? Let's do a giveaway first because I did say I'd do a giveaway to the WOD machine, and that is the indicator that I've been using, guys. If you did want to pay for that, you can. It's like $8.99 a month. You can do the subscription thing on the channel and all that stuff. But obviously, let's give it away for free, right? Let's give someone away for free for a week. So yeah, I'm thinking of a number between, and then we're gonna do hot, guys, and then we're gonna do the hot coin, hot. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. First person to get it is gonna win 1 week on the WOD machine. There's the number written down. Hopefully it is gonna be guess pretty straight away. Let me turn up some music. Get a bit of techno coming through here. Mr. Miles, straight away, number 7. Bang. You've got, it's a green notepad, guys. You'd have to bear with me. Obviously, I've got a big green screen behind me. So number 7. If you can see that. Number 7. Yeah, number 7 on the number 7 there, guys. So yeah, if Mr. Miles, do you want it? You usually give your giveaway to someone else, right? Oh, this isn't fair for me. No, I know. He's got a little hack to win these giveaways, but tell you what. I'm gonna give it to the first 3 of you that got 7. So we've got Mr. Miles, we've got Professor Stabby, and Simon as well. So well done to you 3. You have all won 1 week on the WOD machine. Please drop me a message on Telegram, and with your TradingView username, I'll get you added for a week for free. Amazing stuff. Let's get through to another request, and then we're going to just start banging out requests, guys. Let's just start getting through these because I want to get through as many requests as possible. To be honest, it's probably my fault. I kind of waffle on a bit too much about certain things. But yeah, I'm going to have a drink of the H2O, and then we're going to carry it on, right? We're going to carry it on. Damn. What a buying opportunity for hot. That's mad. That is mad. Damn, pissed I missed that. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Pardon to anyone who bought that. That's obviously the dump that that was coming through on December the 4th, right? Yeah, December the 4th. So yeah, pretty crazy for hot. To see that's a panic sell-off, like bigger than May, right? That's just insane, right? Should we do some percentages of that? Might not be bigger than May, but obviously it's April. So we really did see the sell-off coming through around May. So let's a 70% drop on that one day in May when we did see it go mental, 57%. What did we see on December the 4th? Wow, that's insane. That's nuts. So like a 76% drop there for hot. Interesting. Really quite mad, actually. I'll have to get Telegram. I set off it because scams. Yeah, you can actually you can change all your settings and stuff, man. They've updated it quite a bit now. Basically like so you don't get added to chats and all that crap. You've got really good privacy settings now. So yeah, and also we got pretty nice Telegram community as well. And there's no scammers in there. There's loads of mods, right? So it's all good. It's all good. It's not like 3 mods. There's just like 10 of them now or something. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, in terms of hot right now, you are looking at a downtrend, guys. I would say we do have a horizontal coming through at 9, not even a cent there, around 0.009. As you can see, we have actually potentially lost that, guys. Not good. Not good. But yeah, let's jump down to some shorter term time frames and get some more congruent TA coming through there, because I mean, obviously, we've got these uptrends coming up. I guess that's the 21st of July. As you can see, this is the low point. We've obviously got higher lows coming through here. We've actually come down in September. It looks like pretty much every altcoin chart, apart from this filthy wick to the downside. And as you can see, this is the most recent higher low. So if we are going to have continuation to the downside, target-wise, this is going to be the target point for a bounce point there. I mean, to be honest, I thought hot had some really good stuff going for it in terms of the technology and stuff like that. So I don't know why we actually had it's insane sell-off coming through like that. But yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Let's jump down to shorter term time frames and see if we can get some more more of a better price prediction for you, because obviously we did see this. This is the December crash, and then the buyback was fairly strong there. But unfortunately, you have actually come down to test this level of support again. So what does that tell you? It tells you you've still got selling pressure coming through for this coin, right? You're still setting lower highs. You're not invalidating any lower highs for bullish momentum, which is obviously really quite bad. I would say you've now started to create a range. This is a parallel channel, guys. A parallel channel. They can break either way, so please be prepared for that. But this is something to be looking out for. You can use your parallel channel tool on TradingView like so, like that. Bang. Parallel channel range created. Now, this is obviously the support point we can be looking for now. Whether we're going to come down and test the volume-weighted ATR band first before bouncing, that's another question for another day. No, we could potentially do that, guys. Just be aware that is a massive level of support. We know these volume-weighted ATR bands are very, very good. Volume-weighted average true range, right? Very, very good tool there. So yeah, hopefully we actually bounce there and we see progression to the upside. But please be aware, we've tested this literally 3 times now, guys. So we could break on the fourth test if that is going to happen. Hello short, hello money. Cold hard cash can be made in terms of a measure move to the downside for this breakout scenario, for this parallel channel breakout to the downside. We could be looking at a measure move looking at something along the lines of this. And this is what we're going to be looking for in terms of profit, in terms of percentages, guys. 20.3% to the downside. Very good stuff indeed. And for you hodlers out there, if you are looking to buy more hot, this is where you're going to be buying because it's a nice accumulation phase. Obviously, I'm not your financial advisor, guys. Please go do your own research. I don't have an economics degree. I can't give you financial advice legally. So yeah, if we do lose volume-weighted ATR band as well, guys, we tend to usually trend below it. So be aware of that as well. In terms of take profits, we are going to be staggering them the whole way down. And to be honest, by the time that we get down there, the volume-weighted ATR band is going to correlate very well with this horizontal that I just plotted in there. So I think entry point is actually going to be below that in terms of being safe. We don't want to just be blindly getting in as soon as we exit this chart pattern when we've got other levels of support there. So when we lose all these support levels, it's basically going to signify that we're not going to have just a filthy test to the downside in this little trap zone that I just drew in here, and then reclaim this parallel channel and this range that I was just talking about. We're actually going to see progression to the downside. This is basically the confirmation that we're looking for when we break all these levels of support. Nice. So yeah, this is going to be potential gains there. 17% there for hot. Let's should I just round it off there and get some more requests? Yeah, elevator down. I like that. Analogy. Yeah, let's do some more requests, guys. I don't want to waffle on too much about the same coin, right? I just messaged your group. Sounds good, my good son. Yeah, guys, if you are interested in joining the Telegram community, we do have it's quite a nice community, I must say. No scammers and all that stuff. We're not about that life. Let's do some more requests. Let's do a bit of SHIB for Mike. I do have a very strong opinion on not on altcoins, on meme coins, right? Just because I think they're quite detrimental to the seriousness of crypto in terms of economic acceptance in terms of governments, right? Because if you think about it, I know it's a quite controversial opinion because I know a lot of people make money on SHIB and stuff like that. It's absolutely fine. You know why we're here. We're here to make money. It's perfect. But if you're a government and you're thinking about accepting crypto and stuff like that, right? You're going to be looking, oh, look at all these coins. It's a nice top 20 coins. What's this Doge? What's this SHIB? It's got like a $20 billion market cap for what reason? Because the public, we know how much the government hate the public, because the public are just blindly investing in it to get rich quick, right? So it's obviously quite detrimental to the seriousness of crypto. So that's just my opinion on that. But hey, if you're making money, amazing stuff. Good stuff indeed, right? So yeah, let's talk about SHIB ever so quickly. We do obviously have this very long bull flag scenario. I mean, to be honest with you guys, I was talking about this, like a week ago? And I did say, look, we did have a little breakout scenario yet again coming through here. But I said, look, if we are even going to see a if we are going to see even a measure move get completed to the upside here, then the target price was around this 4,300, yeah, we'll just say 4,300, right? It was around 4,300. In terms of percentages gains for that, it wasn't even too bad. It was around a 20% gain. But I said, look, after all this FOMO happened for SHIB, you're going to see it just basically trend down for quite a while. It's basically what happens with any asset when it gets overbought, when you climb Mount Everest. And that's basically what we saw happen here, guys. We saw Mount Everest get climbed. This is an analogy that I use literally every day on my stream. You can see Mount Everest getting climbed there. And what does that mean? It means we're going parabolic. We're seeing a parabolic motion. Now, from there, we want base camp 1. We need consolidation. We need to validate what we've just seen. Base camp 2. Didn't get it, guys. That starts the downtrend. That's basically, it basically means we're correcting all of this parabolicness. Watch what we are seeing now. People are just gradually selling their SHIB as well. And in terms of investors, it's a lot of new investors, right? It's a lot of new people into the investing world and into the crypto space. So it's not the most stable thing in the world. So there's 10 times more coins out there that have a better use case and have more stability in terms of a risk reward scenario there. So yeah. I think overall, I think SHIB is going to carry on trending down until it catches another wave of FOMO, right? And then we're going to probably see a big spike up. Don't think we're going to see anything like we have seen, because that would mean it is going to be penetrating like probably the top 8 cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap, and we know their market caps are. I think it's like a $20 billion market cap between a couple of them. So I don't think it's going to be really challenging that anytime soon. But yeah, just look at other investments in my opinion, right? But yeah, let's what's next? Let's do Luna for Dawood Shokat, and then we're gonna do Solana for Professor Stabby. Was it Luna? Did I say Luna? Let's do Luna, yeah. A little bit of Luna. And guys, if you are new to the stream, I stream every single day, Monday to Friday, literally every day. So if you are new to crypto and you are learning, I'm here to teach you every day. Actually, every day. So if you wanna, you know what to do if you're enjoying the stream, all that stuff, and also liking the stream does help me out tremendously. Right, trying to compete with the big dogs here, pretty impossible. So yeah, the YouTube algorithms, they kind of push the little guys aside. So yeah, your likes do not go unappreciated. In terms of Luna, I've done quite a few videos across the board for Luna. I do altcoin videos like every day as well, guys. But yeah, as you can see, rising wedge chart pattern. This obviously they tend to usually break to the downside, but sometimes, in Luna's case, we see a nice break to the upside. This is why we weigh up all scenarios here, guys. So yeah, as you can see, this would have been a very nice trade here for Luna. You can see the measure move like so, banging that to the top side. Lovely, juicy long coming through there. Around a 30% gain there. So yeah, well done to anyone who did get involved with Luna there. Very nice stuff. But yeah, let's get rid of that for now and jump down to the shorter term timeframes, because this is it's the parabolic motion that I was talking about, guys. It's the Everest climb. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for a chart to be climbing Everest like this without a nice bit of consolidation, a nice base count one, stopping for food, stopping for air. That's what we really want here. So yeah, unfortunately, we are probably seeing some sort of correctionary period coming through for Luna right now. And to be fair, it's absolutely fine for that to be happening, right? It does mean that we are going to be ranging in this sort of zone for a while. And in terms of a level of support, the low point that we could be looking for is around $62 there. If we're to lose $62, like we have seen here, obviously this is the antics of December the 4th, so hopefully we can see a nice level of support actually get formed here. But if we are to lose it, it's not the end of the world, but it's obviously not great. It's not great, and the reason why I say it's not great, guys, because let's draw some trend lines coming through. You can see we've got obviously an upward sloping support line coming through here. Let's go on candle bodies, actually. Yeah, upward sloping support line coming through here, and then also I would say potential for a very strong horizontal as well. What does this tell us? It basically tells us we've got an ascending triangle, guys. An ascending triangle. Luna really is going against all chart patterns at the moment, right? We've got an ascending triangle at the top of an uptrend. That tends to usually mean continuation to the upside, right? Unfortunately, no, not in Luna's case. Yet again, we are seeing a breakdown. So yeah, I would be looking for potential. Well, obviously we have missed the short here, so this would have been the measure move for shorting Luna right now. But yeah, in terms of a bounce point for that, we've got $64.32 there. We've obviously got this upward sloping support line as well, and you can see how congruent the support is actually on this zone. We've seen this before. We're likely to see a lovely bounce point again. And to be honest, we haven't actually tested that multiple times. Literally only once properly. We didn't even get there on this wick. So yeah, so overall, it's not too bad for Luna. I would say lowest bounce point at this point in time. If Bitcoin is going to stay ranging in sort of the area that it is, we're going to be looking at $61.94 there for Luna. Potential buying opportunity, potential longing opportunity as well also. And the reason why I say that, guys, is because you can see we've actually broken up to the upside once before. We did talk about that long position, but basically, if we are to bounce off this in a nice, strong momentum sort of bounce, then we could be looking at another long there. The other long that I could be looking for there is going to be something along the lines of this, guys. In terms of percentages for that, let's do some percentages for a long for Luna. Money. Cold hard cash. That's why we're here. It's going to be around a 32% gain there. Obviously, guys, I think all-time highs there for Luna is going to be around that area. So let's talk about all-time highs for a second, guys. We've got an all-time high rule. What does that mean? That means all-time high rule, if we're at an all-time high, if we are there 80% of the time, Literally 80% of the time, guys, we retrace back to previous all-time highs. Can't stress that enough. So what does that tell you? Do not be buying the top. 80% of the time, you're going to be coming back down. You're going to have opportunities to be buying. So yeah, if we are going to see us clearing all-time highs again, be prepared to be taking more profit than you normally would at certain levels of resistance, right? We do have a super chat coming through from last index, I do believe, right? What do you think about AVAX to AVAX to 80 because of parallel channel breakout on algo to... Let me just write them down, my good sir, because I don't want to forget them. Got a pretty bad memory at the moment. Just doing too much work, right? And last index, I'm sure you know. Been a long day. Because symmetrical triangle breakout. Thanks, fam. Not a problem, man. Let me see if I can touch on that for you. And do appreciate your super chat. Do appreciate that, man. Yeah, you've obviously taken priority over the other requests. But yeah, that's definitely something to be looking out for there on Luna, right? Let's start there again. Let's start there again, Chester. Good evening. Good evening, LR. Good evening. Do appreciate you coming through. So obviously it's not the normal streaming hours, right? So yeah, let's look at AVAX there for where's AVAX on my list? It's not there. Weird. Might delete it by accident. But yeah, AVAX. Bit of avalanche, I think. Pretty sure. Yes, Solana is on the list as well. Let me write Solana down because I did promise to do that. Solana, because I know Professor Stabby's got a lot of money in that. Bad memory, high energy. Isn't it you that thinks I'm an alcoholic, Mr. Miles? That's jokes. Any moment was to just start to twitch and itch. Not quite, man. Not quite. I'm actually going to this. Oh, God, it's 7 o'clock. That's not good. Just maybe going to the spa tonight, and obviously the gym first. But yeah, it's a bit late. It's a bit late. AVAX, what were we saying? AVAX for last index, right? You were saying about a parallel channel breakout, right? Yeah, I can see what you're saying. You've got a nice range coming through here at this point in time. And to be honest, what we have seen recently for AVAX, it's obviously we've seen a lot of progression to the upside, right? So that's obviously we are seeing these nice correctionary downtrends coming down from that, and that's perfectly healthy, guys. That's perfectly healthy for that to be happening. But yeah, in terms of a breakout for AVAX to be looking for, right? Obviously, we do have this massive short on the big scale, right? Massive short coming through here. I mean, pretty unachievable right now, considering how AVAX has been climbing the ladder in terms of the coin market cap race. So yeah, it's pretty unlikely for AVAX to really start dumping down off a cliff. And if it is, we are going to see big investments coming through there, because I know AVAX has got some really, really great stuff coming through there, and you can see the confidence that we have seen recently, literally over the coming months, over the previous months that we have seen, right? Yeah, in terms of a breakout scenario to be looking out for, if you did miss this short, there could be a breakdown here. If there is a breakdown, I'm not saying we're going to come all the way down to this $47 there. That's obviously like nearly a 50% correction there. What I would say is let's look at price targets for this in terms of measure moves there. I would be going on the most recent downtrend. That is probably going to be looking at something along the lines of this if we can get there. And that's obviously going to mean that we're going to be losing the volume weighted ATR band. And as you can see, guys, very, very big level of support on that zone. So yeah, interesting stuff. Let's do some measure moves for that, and let's do around, it's going to be around a 19% gain to the lower side there if we are going to break that way. If we're going to break to the top side, guys, we're going to be looking at around. I don't usually go into longs in previous chart patterns, right? When we're reclaiming chart patterns, it's not like the most stable thing in the world. But when we've got a breakout lining up with a lovely level of support, and also the 55 and the 200 coming down as well, this is going to be actually a really quite sexy. It's going to be a really quite nice entry point there for AVAX, right? Definitely something to be looking out for there. And as I said, I haven't said it yet, but the gains there is around 16.47. We know the score. Staggering take profits all the way up. We're not going to be reversed. We're not going to be giving any of that profit back. We're not about that giving back the profit, right? And let's get to Algo as well. Algorand. Algo 1.47 because symmetrical triangle breakout. Let's have a little look for you, my good sir. Yeah, I would say straight away we got pretty strong trend line coming down like so, and then obviously that coming through like there. We're probably on that breakout already, man. Yeah, probably on that breakout already. In terms of a target price for that, as you can see, the most recent downtrend. We're not greedy traders here, guys. When you're being greedy, you're probably going to get wrecked. So we're not the greediest traders right now. So this would be the measure move down, and we're near enough there, right? So I would say this trade is probably gone. Or you've missed a solid entry, right? If you were going to be a bit more greedy, which to be honest, I don't like doing this because they're a lot less likely to plan out and being more greedy, right? Because greed's not your friend in this game, especially in the crypto world. So yeah, as you can see, it's gonna be around 11% gain there, but yeah, it's not going to be really that great. I mean, to be honest, you look at this horizontal, you can see the support that you're getting there, you see the support you're getting there, and you are literally sat on that at the moment. So you could easily see reversals here, easily. You can see the level of support that actually bangs us up from there, banging it up a couple of times there. So yeah, interesting stuff for a bit of algo around there. But yeah, let's move on to a bit of dot. We got a Jira. Nice to see you on the stream there. Good evening to you as well. And who else have we got? We've got Rahul, Singapore. Nice to see you on the stream there, my good sir. Mr. Mars says, I live in California. You can have some of my sunshine. It's another painfully bright day. You know how cold it is in England, right? I think it's like 4 degrees now or something. 4 degrees. It's pretty cold. 7 degrees. 8 degrees. It's 8 degrees and it's raining. So what do we say? It's pissing it down. But yes, anyway, moving on to what was next. It was Solana, wasn't it? And yeah, I was going to stay a little bit longer, guys, but I was going to go to the gym tonight, so I do need to do that. Gotta stay fit, gotta stay healthy, because health is wealth. At the end of the day, there's many other days to make money. Yeah, in terms of Solana right now, I would say massive level of support coming through here on the 4 hour. We have seen this come through, get tested multiple times here. Volume weighted ATR and acting very nice as support there as well. Let me get rid of my lines. As you can see, very juicy as well. Now, if we are going to be losing this zone, there is going to be a short position for Solana, and to be honest with you, we know what Solana's been doing. 830% since it started running up back in July, I think it was. I think it was around here. Yeah, we started running up from there. 830% it did. Just absolutely crazy. So these correction phases that we are seeing here, absolutely fine, absolutely healthy. We can even come down to 138 there and still be looking good, right? Still be looking good. On the macro scale, they still would be higher lows. So it's absolutely fine for that to be happening for Solana. But to be honest with you, in terms of a trade, what I would be looking for here is just a more of a realistic short, right? More of a realistic short, and that's going to be around a 10.67% gain. I don't know where that figure's come from, but it's there. So let me try and work out, like my old TA. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to just start drawing in trend lines, right? Tends to usually, yeah. So straight away, we've obviously got a parallel channel, guys. Not the most attractive one in the world, but yeah, it's actually going to be a bigger breakout scenario, right? Yeah, it's going to be a bigger breakout scenario. Interesting, in fact, because this is obviously going to be meaning we're going to be coming down and seeing lower prices. Look at the stars are aligning for a correlation to retest this zone, right? If we are going to be looking at retesting this zone, there is going to be a lovely short coming. No. I got confused there, guys. Hold on. It's gonna be like this, right? Yeah. So it is lining up to really test this zone. Whether we're gonna break it is another question. Oh, just turn my music up. Whether we're gonna break it is another question. Something that we can be looking at for the future. Just depending, but just please be aware that that we are probably going to find a level of support coming through along this zone. And if we do, the progression to the upside is it's pretty great, pretty great. But yeah, in terms of shorting this this as an asset, we are going to be looking at something along the lines of this, right? We're not going to get in until we've cleared this. Obviously, this horizontal coming through here, that's going to correlate with clearing this this downward sloping support line as well. Short position coming through. First take profit, you would think is going to be the volume weighted ATR man, but no, it's going to be the horizontal off this wick because we know there's going to be a buying back opportunity from there. So first take profit at 3.48% there. Second take profit is going to be the volume weighted ATR man at 6% there, and then riding the wave all the way down. I mean, we are going to be having other take profits coming through there. Don't just be riding that wave all the way down to 25%, but overall not looking great for Solana in terms of momentum to the downside, right? It is looking pretty bearish right now, I would say. But if we do bounce here, we could be looking at another spike up. But yeah, just look for that breakout scenario if you are looking to trade Solana, in my opinion, right? And Joe Almo says, "What's poppin'? A brand new whip just hopped in." Yeah, man. We had to do crypto. Yeah, 26 likes as well, guys. Do appreciate those likes coming through. Yeah, let's do some more requests. What else we got? It's about drive. It's about power. It's about drive. It's about power. Yeah, we got quite a few Californians coming through, right? ADA, bit of ADA for Rahul. I'm going to do one more request after that, guys, and then I'm going to call it a day because I do need to go to the gym. Got to get them gains. Got to stay fit. Got to stay healthy. We are ranging for ADA, and to be honest with you, I would say ADA is just asleep, right? Wake up, ADA. What are you doing, right? ADA has been asleep for quite a while. Obviously, it is after all this smart net sort of FOMO came in, and it has just been riding the wave down, right? I would expect it to wake up fairly soon. It's not in the top 5 cryptos without a reason, guys. There is a massive use case behind it, and it will do something very good in the future. They just need to do a bit more, I think, keeping everyone a bit more updated, right? Otherwise, they are going to be losing their title, which isn't going to be good. Could you talk about leverage? Don't trade leverage unless you're confident making money spot trading. That's what I would say, because 95% of traders lose money. 95% of us lose. Believe it or not. Horrible statistic, right? Horrible. But yeah, don't trade leverage unless you unless you can make money spot trading, right? It's not about the greed of how much money you can make. It's whether you can actually be successful making that money, right? And that's a good thing that I learned when I was basically studying. But yeah, that's I'd say ADA is ranging. I would say actually if you're looking for scalping, leveraging is like, it tends to be cheaper on fees, right? It does tend to be cheaper on fees. So yeah, just be very careful. Be very careful. You can still 2x and pay less fees. That's absolutely fine. And your liquidation price is gonna be miles and miles away. So yeah, that's a little thing to be using. Imagine a graphic, Chester holding an umbrella and floating down as a BTC red candle forms behind him as he drifts down, Mary Poppins style. You just created my new intro. Simon says, bulky, juicy. Amazing stuff, man. But yeah, ADA is ranging at the moment, so there is a couple of breakout scenarios to be looking out for. I mean, to be honest, annoyingly, you have just lost this falling parallel channel as well, so that is an indication that you could see a move probably all the way down to around 87 cents there. Are we going to get there? Probably not. You can see the levels of support that we do have along this zone anyway. So yeah, in terms of getting to this zone and testing it, I mean, if you are going to see an insane crypto crash, you're looking at $1, that sort of area. So yeah, it's a pretty long way off that, right? And if we are going to see us come down to $1, I will be getting my bags out and I'll be buying hella ADA, and I'm sure a lot of people will as well, right? So yeah, I don't see us getting down to that point. But yeah, if you are looking to have a nice little scalp, well, probably more of a swing. But yeah, if you are looking to get a nice little position going through for ADA here, a long position wouldn't be a bad idea if we do reclaim this falling parallel channel on the macro scale. And also, if you are going to be shorting this range, this parallel channel that we've got coming through here, you're going to be looking for target prices of around $1.12 there. In terms of percentages there, you could be looking for something around 12% to the downside, and you're looking for around 10% to the upside, right? So not too bad at all. Leon says, reversal of BTC in the next 4 hours. We are still trending down, guys. And as I was saying, if you did want a more detailed BTC update, there's a lot of things I did go through at the start of the stream, bullish divergence and all that stuff, potential bounce points for BTC. I did short BTC as we left this horizontal here, coming through around this sort of candle open there, shorted it around that zone, made a nice little 0.5% there. Unfortunately, I was looking to re-enter as we cleared these candle bodies here. As you can see, very, very congruent zone for candle bodies. As we cleared that zone, but we cleared it live on stream, so I couldn't really enter, which sucked. But yeah, in terms of if you did enter there, your first take profit would have been 47,884. Your second take profit would have near enough been tapped there at 47,428. And you know why we stagger those take profits, guys? To minimize the losses, because you hit your first take profit, you take your stop loss, you move your stop loss to your entry, and that basically plans for any sorts of reversal, right? Because you can't just blindly go for this 4.88%. I know it doesn't seem a lot, but it's a hell of a lot of percent to a small amount of people, right? But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it from me, guys. I think let's look at yeah, I'm probably going to call it a day, guys. I do have to go. I mean, it is 7 o'clock. I mean, we did do an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, not bad. I will be back tomorrow morning. A little morning stream tomorrow, I think. RMRK ever so quickly, just because I do want to see what it's actually doing, because I did sell my bag of this recently. I sold at 47. Yeah, I sold here. Yeah, it actually banged it up, right? It banged it up, and I was there like, yep, all-time highs. I'm selling. Bless up in a bit. And now, obviously, we saw the price come all the way back up to like 63, well, all the way up to 63, and we are seeing progression to the upside from there. So overall, I am still very bullish on RMRK, and to be honest, I didn't know this price was getting down to this sort of area. I will be looking for a buy coming through there when we test this level of support there. That's going to be really quite nice to see. I mean... Ooh, press the wrong key there, but yeah, let me do some fresh TA ever so quickly, because you can see for you newer traders ever so quickly, look at this very strong, very strong trend line there. The resistance from this zone is going to be very strong indeed, and it's probably going to be instigating a potential for a lovely, actually very nice long position coming through there, guys. So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for, because obviously we've got a symmetrical triangle chart pattern at the top of an uptrend. What does that tell us? It changes a symmetrical triangle into a bullish pennant chart pattern, guys. A bullish pennant chart pattern is a continuation to the upside chart pattern. It's a bullish chart pattern, right? So yeah, we're going to be looking at continuation to the upside. This is going to be the breakout zone to be looking out for. Staggering those take profits at all the previous lower highs there. We know the score. Be safe when trading, right? So yeah, that's what I would be looking for RMRK in terms of buying opportunities. Now's pretty good. This is sort of the area I would be buying. I would still be watching for this support to be broken there. If you lose this support, then another buy zone is this 200 EMA at around $36. Obviously, we need crypto to crash off an absolute cliff for that to happen. But even then, obviously, we saw December the 4th, early morning December the 4th, huge crypto crash. You can see our RMRK pretty much recovered. Granted, set lower low after that, but yeah, it has been trending up for God knows how long. So yeah, not too bad. Could you check Matic ever so quickly for Nathan? I shouldn't be doing this, man. It's going to go. Let me just start banging these out, right? As you can see, huge move to the upside there for Matic. I would say pretty big correction. We know about Matic. We know how Matic is pretty much powered by the FOMO dragons coming through here. When we see a huge dump, we like to see Matic gets bought up pretty rapidly, right? As we did see on the May crash, right? Obviously, the May crash happened, and we saw Matic was one of the only coins that saw the low and then saw the 230% gain to the upside, right? And that's why we saw this dirty downtrend setting lower low after lower low continuously for a very long time, right? After that, it has sorted itself out overall in terms of the technology for Matic. I would say very progressive. It is going to go a long way in the future, but it is still kind of powered by quite a bit of FOMO in the air. So just please watch out for that. And you can see the state of these wicks, right? That's just clear people waiting to buy up. So yeah, definitely I'm still bullish on Matic in the general. But this correction period is needed. It is needed sometimes. So yeah, not too bad. Let's call it a day, guys. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow morning with a nice early morning stream. Well done to anyone who is shorting Bitcoin right now. Anyone who is shorting Bitcoin right now, your next take profit is probably going to be at 47,428. Obviously, please go do your own research before entering any sort of positions that I do say on this stream. This is quickly for Mike. As you can see, Mike, we are trending down pretty strongly here for DOT in terms of a bounce point for DOT to basically be supported here. It's going to be around $25.36 there. You can see pretty strong parallel channel there. If we are to lose this parallel channel, you can see the support in and the consolidation in this zone, right? That's definitely a couple of things to be looking out for. What I would say is if we do lose this zone and we start trending down pretty rapidly, I would be looking for a lovely DOT short there. Overall, in terms of DOT's technology, it's actually really quite good, and they're on the come up at the moment, right? So this is it's probably a really nice retrace in terms of a buying opportunity. Would be definitely around this zone for a lovely level of support for a bounce there. Hopefully, if Bitcoin doesn't fall off a cliff, if Bitcoin falls off a cliff, there is going to be a short position to be taken advantage of there. In terms of the short-term time frame there for DOT, Mike, we're going to be looking at, we're below a major moving average, so it is looking slightly bearish for the short term here. Volume weighted ATR band in that juicy level of support as well there to be looking out for. You can see the support that we do get on that. And if we do get below, obviously we trend below it, but primarily we use it as support. So yeah, not too bad at all. Pretty much it, guys. That's gonna be it for me. Thank you ever so much for tuning in today. And for the winners who won the WOD machine, please drop me a message on Telegram with your TradingView username, and I'll get you added to the WOD machine within the next 24 hours. I probably won't do it now because I'm cutting for time now, and I don't want to be going to bed too late, so I can get up and do a nice early morning stream for you guys. But yeah, thank you ever so much for tuning in. But for now, it's gonna be peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester. Completely forgot how to end the stream. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.
Are you feeling juicy?
You know why we're here.
You know why we're here.
We're here to make money. Cold hard cash. Cold hard cash. Money. Yeah, Simon, I was going very fast then, right? Peace out.